set the record straight. You and me, we ain't nothing alike. Let's set the record straight. Those words you say, they hold no weight, they like. Let's set the record straight. You'll never break the man.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another Diecast review. Today we have Alex Bowman's 2022 Ally Chevy Camaro ZL1 in the 124 scale. This is not the Elite, this is just the ARC. And the reason I got this paint scheme was surprisingly not because it's Bowman. Now originally, I was going to make a custom of the Gregson, like first start for Hendrick Motorsports at Talladega, but something a little different popped into my mind. So everybody knows I'm a huge Bowman fan, right? Bowman is like my top guy forever and always until he retires. So with him being my top guy, Noah Gragson being my top dude in the Xfinity series, obviously Bowman had a concussion a couple weeks ago, took him out, well not a couple weeks ago, but took him out for what, 6 races until Phoenix. So good old Gragson kind of filled in for Bowman. So I was like, oh, my top two favorite people from different series kind of, collabing together in a, not the way I would like it to happen, but, Noah driving Bowman's car, kind of a cool little thing going on there, even though the reason was, not so great. But either way, I was going to make the Talladega car because I like Talladega. It had a lot of damage on it. Not a lot, but had some good damage on it. It was a playoff car, stuff like that. So I was going to be like, okay, I'll do that. But then, I heard this man was not going to Martinsville because he was not cleared. So I'm like, okay, Gregson's going to drive this paint scheme for Martinsville. I was, in fact, at Martinsville for both of the races. So I'm like, you know what? We're going to do a custom of Noah Gregson's Martinsville start. First Martinsville start for the Cup Series. I'm pretty sure, was it his first one? I don't remember. I know it was the first one for Hendrick. I mean, obviously, just being with the team was his first start for Talladega, and then so on and so forth. Nonetheless, this one is going to be more of a personal item, a more personal custom. So this one's not going to go anywhere. This one's not going to be sold. I am making a custom 164 of it as well that I will be reviewing here soon. But yeah, so here's the 2022 packaging. Not a fan. A lot of people didn't like it because of, not that, I like the design. I like being able to see most of the car. That's cool and all, but when it comes to, stacking the boxes, something tells me it's not really going to work out. And because of that, I'm only getting 2 die-casts for 2022 and 124. One being this one here, obviously, and then the other one being the Las Vegas race win in Elite. So we're going to see how that turns out. I think the box is the exact same. But for 2023, they are actually returning the old-style boxes, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. It was just only for this season. So we're going to pop this bad boy out of the box. There was 876 of these made. So 876 of the standard finish for the ARC. Let's see if I can pop this bad boy open. And I'm going to try to put in a lot of detail for this custom. That way it's more like, I don't know, that way it's just more meaningful like I did with the Hamlin. I'm not a Hamlin guy, but I mean, I don't know, I put a lot of detail into that Martinsville custom for last year. That way, when the Bowman win came in, I could have a, pretty detailed set. So, here's the car out of the box. It only comes with 2 things, and it's kind of weird because it comes in the bottom. This is the build your own garage, which nobody cares about, and then the return form. Again, something else nobody could give 2 craps for. Here's the shell of the box. Very weird. Don't really like how it looks, to be honest with you. So we're going to take off the little plastic base, or not the base, well, we will do that in a minute, but the little plastic cover for the base. Put that aside, and then here's the die cast here. I kind of like how big this spoiler is, but I don't know how big it was on the track, so I'm going to have to shave it down according to, however they ran it at Martinsville. So I'll have to see where that goes. But, I mean, honestly, I really don't like the paint scheme in terms of how it's supposed to be white. I would redo the entire, design, and I don't know if I will. I might. I may not. I really don't know for sure. It'll kill me for a little bit, but I believe it'll be fine. You guys know what I'm talking about. This white was super off. Look at the background. That's the white it's supposed to be. This, more of like a cream, smoky color. Not a fan. So we're going to pop this bad boy off the box, and I finally do a diecast review. It's weird because I'm looking at it as Gregson's car and not Bowman's car. And honestly, that's super unfair because Bowman drove it for most of the season. I mean, it's got his name on it and everything, but either way, we're going to take this puppy off of the base and then get to the actual diecast review. Here's the diecast out of the box, and again, I absolutely cannot stand that cream color because, I mean, I don't know, it's not just the way it's supposed to be. I really hate how Hendrick was like, oh yeah, that's okay, and it's not, man. I really hate that, but I mean, nonetheless, nothing we can do about it unless I strip it down and do it completely. I don't feel like doing it, so I'm not even going to worry about that. Hopefully, the next diecast for 2023 will be a lot better than the color we have for this one. But anyway, yeah, got a big old nice 124 here. Going to zoom out just a wee little bit, that way. Oh, I can't. I'm zoomed out all the way. Just kidding. I'm going to back up a little bit and go from there. There we go. Now, onto the hood here. It says he's going to back out, then zooms in anyway. Got Ally. Of course, you got the vents there. ZL1. You don't have... I'm pretty sure the vents are just decaled. Yeah, you don't have them on the actual car, which is good for making, like, entire, like, full decal customs. Got Bowman right there on the name banner. We do have the little vent. This is the first time we have seen that on the diecast, or at least on the channel anyway. Okay, so you all know how they don't do it for the 164s. Something cool I saw at Martinsville is they're actually doing it for the patriotic banners. So for whatever reason, with the patriotic banners, they had the little, like, the little slit in the banner for the, oh my god, the vent. So it's like they're actually going to have the little vent in the windshield for the 164s, at least on the salute cars. So that's pretty cool. That was something I saw and I was like kind of surprised by. And that kind of gives me hope for next year. They like reprint the banners. I don't know if they will, but you know, they might, they may not. Got the Chevy bow tie there. Now, something interesting about some of these cars. I've seen it on the 164s, but I have not seen them on the 124s. Some of them have two antennas. I know that's accurate to the cars, but I say some, and that's what kind of throws me off, because some of the cars have two antennas, and then some of them do not. That's also interesting. Looks like we got a molded roof hatch. Huh. Before, it was just a decal. They actually molded out a roof hatch. That's pretty cool. Got the 48 there. Ally do it right. Roof flaps do, in fact, deploy. Looks pretty good. They sit a little weird, but, I mean, you know, not bad. They're really loose, and I like how that, you know, fits. So, you got Bowman right there on the rear name banner. This is DIN number 510 out of, what, like 800 and something, I think I said earlier. From what I can see here, it looks like it says 876. So, yeah, kind of a later production number. Got Ally do it right there. I can't tell if that's in the middle. I would hope so, but it looks a little off. That may be me. No, I can't tell. Either way, deck lid's right there. Got a big old spoiler right here on the back. I know it's a little hard to see, but got the Ally do it right. Valvoline Camaro ZL1. Got the 48. Again, got that big old spoiler up here. Tail lights. Got the Chevy bow tie. Got the little dividers down here at the bottom. Or diffusers, whatever you want to call them. Over here on this side, if I can stop having it so freaking bright. Ooh, we got a little bit of paint issue. A little bit of paint issue is something you don't really see often on a 124. So that is pretty interesting. Onto, yeah, look at that. There's a bunch of bubbles in it, which is weird because I never really have any problems with the 124s. That's quite unfortunate. We got the Hendrick cars there. While we're here, we can take a up close look at the brand new rims for the tires. Got one lug nut in there. You can see the brake rotor behind there. But yeah, there's the brand new rims for the tires and stuff. Of course, you got Goodyear Eagle there. Do it right. It's got Valvoline, got the little colorful stripes on there. We do have to remove the side window whenever we do the custom, but the side window is there for now. Got Alex Bowman, got Cronus, Alex Alta, Cincinnati, Freightliner, Mac Tools, and Simon's there. Got Ally, got the 48. NASCAR Cup Series, Goodyear. Of course, you got Sunoco down here, and the 48. Some more of those little stripes. You got the splitter down here, a very nice thick splitter, looks really good. The posable wheels are super posable. They're actually really loose. I like how those feel. They're not as rough or as hard to move as some of them are, or some of the other ones are. So here's the front end right here. Of course, you got the 48 ZL1 Hendrick. I can't tell what that one is there either. Was that R and BH, I think? BW. I can't tell what that is, but either way, something's there beside the Hendrick logo. Again, can't really tell. But it's there. Now let's sadly pop open the hood because I from what I've seen for the hoods, or for the engine bays, they don't look really good, but the hood opens actually really nice. So it's a nice wide, look at that, nice wide opening. You can actually see inside of the engine bay. That's something different, but yeah, there is the engine detail. Not a lot, but I mean, it's, brighten it up some. It's in there. You can, when I really brighten it up, you can really see what's in there, but it's not much, but I mean, again, it's there. Then underneath the hood, we got, let's see, if I can turn it, Chevy, Wix, and Ally, do it right. Once again, of course, all over the car. But yeah, so this is a very different type of diecast. We have not done a 124 diecast review for 2022, but here we are. This is our first look at this next gen 124. I guess we can also take a look at the undercarriage right there. Just, you know, just flat, nothing there. I'm also going to get a possible thumbnail while I'm still talking here. But yeah, this will be turned into a good old NG custom whenever I get the time to. So we're going to set this bad boy up just like this. Then boom, there's our thumbnail. Anyway, yeah, a really cool looking car. I am going to try to add some tethers. I don't know how the tethers are or how they look on the Gen 7s. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research there. But I'm really going to try to put a lot of detail into these specific cars. Like, you know, the customs that really mean a lot to me. So this is one of them. I'm going to try to do what I can. Because, like, they don't switch out the Bowman banners or anything. I believe that's because they did not know when Bowman was coming back. Or it was so late into the season they didn't really feel like it was necessary. Either way, yeah, it's still got the Bowman name on it, but it was Gregson that was driving it. So we will have a custom of that here very shortly. But with that being said, I do believe that'll be all for this diecast review. So thank you all. Oh, if I can stop hitting my camera. There we go. So thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.